What is going on? All my movie loving badasses out there, baby. It's your boy Preston, Fat Samurai Guy, hanging out in the movie Dojo once again with legends. That's right, we have Timothy and Jared in the house. How are you, both of you doing, brothers?
Hey, doing really good. Good to be here.
Just happy to be in the dojo.
That's right. Yeah. Timothy knows what's up. He knows what's up. Yeah, it's great to have you both here. But today, we're not talking martial arts like we usually do or action like we normally do. We're talking suspense, thriller, a little bit of that horror vibe, a little bit of sci-fi spice on top of it. We are talking about the Hive, baby. Oh yeah. But I can't hold back any longer. I gotta say it right now. The Hive is legit. The Hive is amazing. I really enjoyed it. It was a pleasant surprise. Something told me too, don't watch the trailer, just go in blind. I went in blind. The trailer I watched later, and the trailer's amazing. If you guys have not seen the trailer, everybody watching the video. But yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go in blind and watch this. And it did not disappoint, man. So yeah, man. What was it like being a part of this project, Timothy?
Well, first off, I knew I liked you the first moment I saw you. What was it like? So me and Jared, we had previously worked on a project together a few years back, kind of had a bond there, liked working with each other.
Nice.
And we were following each other's careers. And then all of a sudden we got to a point where we're like, let's do something. Let's do something that we both can make, fund ourselves, and do it the way that we want to do it. So like, this is truly independent film. And I see all the talk about the big companies and everything.
Yeah.
If you really follow independent film and you really want something that independent people actually created, that's not like a huge budget independent, because nowadays they call independent films a movie with Morgan Freeman's independent,
Right.
So this is truly independent artists, up and comers, and we were able to put it together ourselves. Jared directed, and he also executive producer. I'm executive producer. I also played one of the leads in the movie, and I also took on a lot of producing responsibilities as well.
Oh, nice.
So basically it was a team effort. Jared already knew all the actors that he wanted to cast in all the parts except for Penny, the lead.
Yeah.
So everyone was already cast after writing the script, and all we had to do was cast Penny, and we did that together.
Nice. But let me get the shout out to everyone else. I mean, everybody involved in the film did a great job. I'm gonna get the shout out now to Miles, Julianne, Christy. Hey, you guys killed it.
They killed it.
And Jared, man, for Miles and Julianne.
Yeah.
What made you like, hey, these are the two. These two are perfect.
Oh man, I've worked with Miles on a few shorts and ads that I've done, commercial type things, and he just gets it. There's certain people that just get it. And I knew he could do that, the nuances of that weird dude that I had in my head. I knew all I had to do was give him a few pointers, and he would do it. Same with Julie. Julie is just a very versatile actress, and she just gets it. So I knew right away that these are the two people that I wanted for this.
Nice. So let's backtrack a little bit here, so that way everybody watching the video will get to know you guys a little bit better. What got you into the industry? What motivated and inspired both of you? We'll start with you, Jared.
I mean, I feel like just with most people in the industry, I love movies. I just love movies. So, I just started doing whatever I could to get my hands on, filming stuff and working with talented actors like Tim and, Miles and Julie and Christy and all these people. So yeah, that's me.
Do you have any favorite horror films? I see the Not Scary Farm shirt you're sporting there.
Yeah, so
You were involved in some of the projects there, right?
yeah. I'm actually a designer at Scary Farm, so
Nice.
a lot of the stuff that gets created here, I'm very closely involved with.
Yeah.
So I'm actually here right now, so that's
Oh,
why. Yeah.
hey, it's all good. That's awesome. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Any favorite horror films? I got
Oh,
it. Tis
oh,
the season. Tis the
yeah. Tis the
season.
season. So many. The first one that always comes to my head is Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984. Uh,
Nice.
I just watched. I got to give a shout out to this because I just watched that movie Barbarian that came out last year. I just had a chance
Ah,
to watch it, and that was super fun. I love that one. So, yeah.
copy that. All right. Timothy, the ball's in your court. What got you into the industry and becoming an actor? Motivations, inspirations, and then what's some of your favorite horror films?
Um, well, I would say that I just always wanted to be an actor, and that's actually just what caused me to move to LA. Favorite movie that motivated me when I was little was Home Alone. I was, want to be that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
How funny is that when we were talking about the Hive right now?
I know, right? And so yeah, that made me want to do it, and I never got the chance. And eventually, when I finally had the chance to pull the trigger just to move to LA, it happened. And
Nice.
I've been acting in LA for like 8 years now.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Thank
Yeah.
you. And what kind of motivated me to do this project was that I was going out for a lot of movie roles, and name actors kept getting the roles I wanted for
Ah,
the parts that I was auditioning for. And so that was one of the motivating factors. Like, okay, we got to start doing some stuff.
right.
I
That
can't.
fueled you,
Yeah, I
fueled
can't
the
keep.
fire. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Passion.
can't keep getting opportunities that,
Right.
for example, I'm not going to say any names, but big names have gotten. Uh,
Gotcha.
and then I guess the horror movie that sticks in my mind, which is really weird,
Yeah.
is when I was a little kid and my older siblings were playing Chucky. And
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That'll mess anybody up watching that movie
I,
young.
I would laugh
That
at
messed me up when I watched that movie young.
I would laugh at it now,
Oh,
but
yeah. It's hilarious
yeah,
now.
but I was a kid. It's so funny when I tell people that they kind of laugh at me. They have this
Yeah.
little grin, like what? And but yeah, that's the one that sticks out the most.
Child's
Uh,
play. Yeah. Nice.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, Jared and I had talked a lot about watching a lot of these other ones, like Paranormal Activity,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
uh, ones that kind of had huge success for a lower budget,
Yes. Yes.
and that people just went out and did it, and it wasn't like, oh, I have this humongous budget with the studio or a huge investor. And those type of movies also are super motivating, especially in this genre,
Yeah.
because you're like, wow, like they can make this and it's super successful and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
go the traditional route.
Right. Yeah. Well, talking about, piggyback on what you said earlier about supporting independent cinema, which is what we do here on the channel. I hashtag that all the time because I'm going to be honest right now, man. Especially in the past several years, the independent movies have been better, in my opinion, than a lot of the big budget AAA constant disappointments that we've been getting. I'm keeping it real. We real here on the channel.
Yep.
And it's just I've been finding these jewels, these little gems from these independent films that have been out there. And I'm just like, oh, thank God somebody's still saving cinema. Like, thank God. Oh man, that was great. Oh, woo. The low budget martial arts movie is kicking ass and taking names. And you have this horror film over here. And we always support it here on the channel. And this movie made me smile because I was like, yes, it subverted my expectations. I went in blind and I'm like loving this thing because I enjoy a lot of home invasion thrillers. I mean, Them. Have you guys seen Them?
I have not, but I've heard it's really good.
Them's really good. And of course, Straw Dogs. There's a whole bunch of, home invasion type films. But this one, man, this is just kind of unique to me. Like I've never seen anything like this one because, you have this beautiful couple. they're going out trying to fix their relationship. I'm not going to spoil too much. I would love to talk spoilers, but we can't do that because I want you guys, everybody watching this video, to watch the movie. But they're trying to fix their rocky relationship. They go out there and try to party hardy. It doesn't go well. They come back home and somebody's already living in their house. That would trip, anyone. Like that would, I would flip out. Took my wife to go see a movie, came back, and somebody's in my house. Like, hey, come on in, have a cup of Joe, sir. I would be like, what is going on? And it escalates from there. So that, I don't think that's been done. I think it's a very original concept, man. So how did you come up with that, Jared?
Thank you. I really appreciate the kind words. That was between Tim and I. Again, as Tim stated, we were trying to do it practically, right? We're trying to do it within our own means. So that meant, keeping it locked into one location and all these type of things. So we decided to shoot it in a house. And so that meant, using a couple or a family or something in a house. We decided to go with, the couple that was on the rocks. And we're like, okay, what now? And then it was just like, I know, let's do a home invasion. But we're like, it's been done before. Let's kind of twist it up a little bit. Yeah. So, me being me, I'm a big Next Generation, Star Trek Next Generation fan.
That's right. So, represent.
Represent. Yeah. So the first thing that came to my mind was aliens. I'm like, what if we just made it like some aliens have been hanging out, observing this family, trying to get something from them, Yeah. And it just went from there. So we had fun with it. It's nice to be able to play in your own sandbox and do what you want to do without having to get approvals from higher ups and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And, I think it showed. It came out fun in that way.
Oh, I had a blast, man. There's some definite dark comedy type moments in the movie, especially the way the antagonists communicate. I was dying, man. Oh my God, I was rolling. But Timothy, your character, man, your character, you did such a great job of having me root and hate your character at the same time. Because there was moments where I was like, no, what are you doing? What are you doing, Albie? Albie, what are you doing? And then later I'm like, okay, I'm on team Albie because he's grabbing the axe. He's going in there. And of course, the missus told you not to do it. And I was like, no, what are you doing? But that axe segment comes back a little bit later. But yeah, man, it was a great back and forth with your character. So what did you bring to the dance, Timothy, to help create Albie? Did you want him to be kind of a frustrating character that you could root for, but then kind of like at the same time?
Well, thanks for your kind words. But also, just going into that question, I'd have to say it was really hard because we were kind of talking back and forth, me and Jared, because he wrote the script, so he had a vision. And there were a lot of parts where we converse about what was happening, and we kind of just met on middle ground. The hard part was like, you don't want a character that you just hate the whole time.
Right. Yeah.
You won't want a character that you just love all the time. There needs to be a little bit of layers going on. And so if you really dissect this movie and you think about a relationship, everything that could happen in a relationship, it's happening in the movie without you even thinking about it or realizing it.
Yeah.
Everything that's a problem in a relationship, you could like pick out of the movie. I don't know if you see that now, but everything and that was kind of a thing too. Because like, for example, someone made a comment about people were acting weird. How did they not know? But when you have a problem in a relationship, you don't see things that are going on.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good
around
point.
You. Yeah. It's
right.
It's a huge problem. So there's like little things like that you have to really like think about the movie.
Yeah.
And these dictated how we were acting. Like, as you can tell from watching the movie, Albie's a writer, and then Penny was an actress. I don't know if you remember from the car scene.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so
we're gonna do this together. Let's keep the dream. You're gonna write
yeah,
something, and I'm gonna act in it. Come on. Yeah,
yeah. So you really have to pay attention
yeah,
to get all the little nuances. But Jared and I, throughout the whole movie, we were talking back and forth because there needs to be layers to these people. And
yes,
I mean, just going to what you said, right when I stepped on set, I knew it was the real deal because Miles and Julie did such a good job. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm here acting with some serious people.
yeah, yeah. They were great.
Yeah, and because they were so good, it was amazing to act with them. And then it was also interesting with Christy, who plays Penny, because we had a lot of talks about their relationship
Yeah,
because it's on the rocks. So it's like you don't want to, hate Albie, but what's really going on in this relationship?
yeah, yeah.
Like, would they really be lovey-dovey at any point during this part of the movie?
Right.
So we had to like step back and ask ourselves about that and do what we thought was best to really show that relationship for what it really is.
Yeah, yeah. No, very, very well said. Very well said. But yeah, you will definitely see new things with rewatches of the movie. You will pick stuff out. You'll be like, ah, I see that there. I see what you did there. But yeah, it's a perfect balance of unbalance, if you will. There you go. You can put that on the
That's
poster.
very good.
Put that on the
Yeah,
poster, Jared. Quote me
I
on
think we
that.
will.
All right. Woohoo. Yes. But yeah, man, it's so good. Sequel or one and done?
Um, a sequel, I think, would have to have substantially more funding
Okay.
behind it because the only idea that I can bring up regarding that would mean global level, not at a house, basically.
Right.
So
Yes.
if that makes sense.
Yes. No, that's
Yeah.
perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Well,
Uh,
that's like one pocket, in the world of
right.
what's really going on. So it's like one pocket. We put it into one spot, and then so if it's spreading, everything's happening. It needs to become something bigger because all these pockets.
Yes. Yes. Man,
Yes.
I wish I could talk spoilers, but we can't do it. I was like, that's okay. Maybe next time, future, have you guys back on the channel.
Oh yeah.
But dude, the cinematography is great. The movie looks fantastic. The soundtrack is great. Were you going, Jared, for that 80s vibe soundtrack?
Oh, totally. As I said, Nightmare on Elm Street. I was born in the 80s. I started watching horror movies too early in my life in the 80s.
I'm
So
jealous.
yeah. So that type of stuff is ingrained in me. I mean, while I was writing this, it was fueled by a bunch of synth pop, synth wave
Yeah, it's
stuff in the
great.
80s. So yeah, and I wanted to give it that vibe. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I need to get that theme song for the opening credits. Get that theme
Oh
song
yeah.
on my ringtone.
Kid Burn, look him up.
All right, there
He
you go.
kills it. Yeah.
Kid Burn.
Kid Burn.
There you go. Everybody
The
watching the
song
video.
is called When Summer's Gone.
Yeah, it's great. That's some good stuff right there. Yeah,
Yeah, he's great.
it's great to be an 80s kid, It's so good. It's so good.
It is.
It's a magical time that will never be repeated. But
Nope.
Timothy, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I was your age right now. Well, bones be cracking when I get no, but it's all right. That's all right. You got to keep it moving, keep forward. But yeah, this was a blast, man. I would love to talk movies with you guys all day, but these guys, these gentlemen, these actors, these filmmakers, these writers are extremely busy. So we're gonna have to wrap it up for today. But yeah, suspense, tension, great cinematography, wonderful soundtrack, amazing performances, hilarious dark comedic moments, and Samurai Guy loves his dark comedy. All right, but hey, everybody watching, check in the description box below of this video. The links will be there so you guys can go out and check out the Hive, baby. You will not regret it. It is legit. Keep supporting independent cinema, And also, I'll put links down so you can follow Jared and Timothy on their filmmaking journey. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys.
Thank
you
you
so much, Timothy.
Thanks,
Jared.
Preston. That was amazing, Preston. Thank you.